Where are you, mate? Ah! He's a nice size. He's not massive. He's a good eating size.
And I'm pretty sure they're just hanging out. Oh wait, he's right there on the bank.
That's sneaky. Oh, that's a giant squid. Come on now.
On July 1st, 2021, in the Blue Ridge Mountains, Heidi from the YouTube channel Lil Red Heidi Hood set out on her first river kayaking trip. Her channel normally features calm outdoor routines, but this run felt different from the beginning. Fast water ahead, shifting currents, and something along the riverbank she didn't anticipate.
Good morning, guys. I did not get much sleep last night because I am so excited. I'm doing something for the first time. I'm going kayaking. I've never been kayaking down a river before.
Didn't get buoyant.
The water is super clear.
It is intimidating.
Are you scared?
No.
I am.
But wait till you see it. You're like, oh, all of that. All that noise for this 6 inches of water.
Oh my gosh, we're getting back in?
Yeah.
Everything's going pretty smooth so far, except for the fact that, I don't know if you can hear in the background, but there is a huge rapid set right up here. I've only been in the kayak for like 30 minutes, so I'm gonna have to learn pretty quickly here how to manage rapid set number 2. There is the rapid set. I'm scared.
She entered the river and moved toward the first rapid, the current tightening beneath her kayak. It was her first time dealing with moving water, and the pull proved stronger than she expected. She cleared it, but the uneasy silence that followed suggested the river wasn't finished with her yet. The second rapid appeared quickly, a larger, steeper drop that forced her kayak into a line she struggled to control. She made it through, shaken but upright, now aware of how easily the current could have taken over. Farther downstream, the calm felt fragile, as if waiting for something else to disrupt it.
Right here, next to it, but he didn't come up very high. I just saw like his back and his, I guess one of his fins. It was like yellowish green. We just spotted a group of 3 otters swimming happily over there. So yeah, we've got some competition, some predators in the water. There's the bear running from the train. It's way over there. Right, running along the bank, headed straight for us. Yeah, I think we should go.
Oh, there he is.
He's coming. Okay, so there's a railroad track right up there. And I'm pretty sure they're just hanging out. Oh wait, he's right there on the bank. There he is.
Then she noticed movement along the bank. A black bear running parallel to her kayak, matching her pace as she drifted downstream. It stayed beside her longer than she expected before finally dropping back, leaving her with the quiet that only follows after danger has passed. Viewers pointed out how unstable her kayak appeared at the second rapid and how quickly the bear closed the distance. Some questioned whether her lack of experience in river water made the encounter riskier than it seemed, turning ordinary moments into something far less predictable. If this was her first time on fast water, one question remains. What set the bear in motion that day? And how close did she come to a very different ending just outside the frame? On May 28, 2022, in the cold waters of San Francisco Bay, Kara and Nate, the creators behind the travel-focused YouTube channel Kara and Nate, set out to attempt a swim many people fear even considering. Their content often centers on global challenges, but this one forced Nate to face his deepest fear: dark, open water stretching from Alcatraz back to shore.
Swimming in deep, dark, murky water and having no clue what was swimming around me has been my biggest phobia. So today, I am facing my biggest fear and undertaking one of the hardest physical challenges of my entire life as Kara and I attempt to swim 1.5 miles in cold, open water from the infamous Alcatraz prison to the shores of San Francisco. We've come down to the marina that's just on the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge to meet up with Brian, who is gonna be the pilot of the boat that is gonna make sure that we don't drown today. We're doing this under the supervision of professionals.
So if you look over here, those 3 buildings combined are called Fort Mason. That's going to be our first sighting location. Pick one of the 3 of them. It doesn't matter which one. I just want you to swim toward them. Water temperature right now is 53 degrees. Air temperature is about 52.
It's cold!
I'm alive! I'll have fun!
Fort Mason!
Here we go! See you on the beach! We'll see you there!
When we first jumped in the water, we were running on pure adrenaline. The combination of my heart beating 1,000 miles per hour and the cold water made it almost impossible to catch my breath.
I had thought the cold would be the hardest part of this swim for me. Turns out it was the least of my problems. I began to panic because I could not catch my breath.
Not to mention, it was pretty much the first time we had ever swam in open water. Having never done anything like this before, it felt a bit like being in a washing machine.
I just swallowed my first wrinkle of water. What are we doing? I'm just working on controlling my breathing.
Keep swimming. You got this. 5 strokes. Give me 5 breaststroke. Keep the freestyle going.
They reached the starting point near Alcatraz and entered the bay, the cold hitting immediately. Nate struggled to steady his breathing as the shock took hold, forcing himself to keep moving while panic pressed in. Kara stayed alongside him as he fought to maintain focus. With every stroke, the bay seemed to stretch farther, suggesting the hardest section was still ahead.
Once we reached the halfway point, I felt like I was finally hitting a bit of a groove. My heart rate started to slow down, and I finally felt like I had a little bit of control. And that was the first time during the entire swim.
Farther from the island, their rhythm began to shift. After reaching the midpoint, Nate slowly regained control, taking longer strokes as his heart rate settled. Still, the darkness below...
I can't remember what snapped me out of it. It was probably swallowing some more water, something like that, but I knew I could not let my mind wander back there again.
I see the beach, let's go!
At this point, I finally felt like I was in a bit of a rhythm, but then I realized just how cold my body had gotten. It felt like we had been in the water forever.
Keep driving into that beach.
I had no idea how long it had actually been, but I knew I wasn't getting any warmer, and the beach still felt so far away.
Reignited every concern he had carried into the challenge. Kara faced her own struggle, realizing how little progress she appeared to make despite the effort. Both pushed on through the cold, unsure how much more the bay would demand.
We were told that if we took too long to get across, we'd be forced to get back in the boat due to risk of hypothermia.
We posted our potential finishing location on Instagram. We didn't know if anyone would actually show up, but I cannot tell you how much we needed every single one of those cheers as we neared the end of the swim.
You did so good!
As they neared the shoreline, exhaustion set in and the cold felt heavier. Then cheering rose from the beach, voices urging them through the final stretch. Step by step, they emerged from the water, faces numb and bodies shaking, the challenge finally behind them. Relief and disbelief blended as they stood on the sand, knowing they had completed the swim they feared most. Viewers pointed out how demanding the swim truly was, especially with water that cold and currents that strong. Many noted that their safety support and preparation made the attempt possible, raising questions about how unprepared swimmers might fare under similar conditions. With dark water beneath them and shifting currents all around, some wondered what moved below the surface as they passed. In a place known for uncertainty, how close did they come to challenges the camera never revealed? On November 29, 2025, deep within Australia's mudflats and mangroves, Nick Fry, known for his raw catch-and-cook adventures, set out on another 2-day hunt. But the quiet of the mangroves carried a heavier edge. Every hole concealed something unseen, and the only tool he relied on was his bare hand.
Well, we made it back out into the mangroves. The sun's slowly setting. We've only got a couple hours left out here, and we need 2 of these giant mud crabs. Let's get going, Vixie. It's an awesome place to find crabs. You often overlook them sitting up in amongst the mangrove roots here. All the best crabs I've found over the years tend to be right up these streams, as far up as you can go. Big males, which is exactly what we're looking for. All right, so that is a big mud crab hole. As you can see, it's way bigger than my hand. In other states of Australia, you can actually put a hook down and pull them out that way, but here, it's illegal. So what I like to do is I bring just a piece of a hand spear, and I don't hook them, I just put them in to feel if they're in there. Okay. So that we're hearing right there, it's literally, wow, he's not far in. We're not allowed to use that to grab the mud crabs, but we're allowed to use our bare hands. So he's not very far in there, so fingers crossed. Holy crap. I almost just lost my finger. Woo. It's like I can almost see him. Where are you, mate? Ah! Oh, release, 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 release. Oh. Oh my goodness. He's a big solid buck and he just grabbed me and he's detached his claw, which is a defense mechanism they do, obviously when they feel threatened. Let's get the other half of this bugger. Oh, oh my God, he's gonna get me again. Oh, that's his claw, that's his claw. Oh, buddy. We got him, look at him there. Not bad. This is looking so good for crabs here. Kinda don't wanna put my hand down any more holes right now. I've got a crab here. Just don't wanna take his... Guys, that's a big crab. That is a really good crab. It's like a bigger crab than we caught just before, but I don't know if you can see me pressing there. See how it's soft? Pokes in a bit. So basically he's going through the molting stage. These crabs, they grow so quick, they can double in size in a few months. So I like to put these guys back because I know they're growing. So put him back there. You can see he's had a battle with another crab. Oh, let's go that way, buddy. This hole just goes on, and there's no doubt a giant crab sitting at the back of that. But my arm's only as long as this, so we're not gonna get him today. Not what I was expecting to find. What happened here? Well, the outboard's gone and there's nothing in it, so I'm assuming it's been dumped. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's a cool little boat, perfect for setting pots out here. I'll grab the Rego just in case someone's actually lost it. There's been a few big storms recently, and maybe it's just a little tender boat that snapped from the mooring and washed up in here.
The first crab hole offered no warning. Nick slid his hand into the dark opening as he had since childhood, following regulations that prohibited tools. Seconds later, a crushing grip locked onto his index finger. His shout shattered the silence as he tore his hand free, a massive claw coming out with it. After a few breaths, he forced his hand back into the same hole and pulled the crab out, confirming it was a legal keeper, despite the pain still pulsing through his finger. But the mangroves had more waiting beneath the mud.
What the hell was that? There's a crab moving just here. I don't know if there's a hole. Oh, look at that. Oh man, he's quick too. He's held up under this log. Oh, okay. What's happening right there is he is in the middle of intercourse pretty much. That's why he's so angry. Oh, okay, this fella right here has likely been in a fight. Something's happened in the last tide. I'd say he's had a big battle with another angry male. He's missing multiple legs. We're not gonna take this guy. I always feel bad for the males that have been in battle, so I'll put him down. Oh, I'm getting tired and sore. Look at this tide, it's coming up. We've spotted a big juicy monster mud crab. All right, I can get him out. Oh, he's waking up now. Look at that, we got him. How am I gonna get him out of here? Oh no, he's hanging on again. Oh mate, he's heavy. He's definitely heavy. Oh, this is getting ridiculous. Oh, look at that. This is a big crab. Look at that, that's what we've been chasing. The big monster muddy. He's perfect size. That tide is pumping in. I don't know if you can see, but it's filling up. We're gonna be swimming home if we don't get going now, so.
Day 2 brought higher water and narrower margins. As the tide pushed through the mangrove roots, he spotted a second giant crab wedged beneath a collapsing bank. With the water rising fast, he moved quickly, reaching in and dragging the crab free before the hole slipped under the tide. It was the largest catch of the trip, taken in the final moments before the path behind him began to flood. Back on higher ground, he cooked both crabs into thick, golden cakes, his wrapped finger serving as a reminder of the cost behind each catch. Viewers questioned the danger of reaching barehanded into holes where a single clamp caused real injury, especially as the tide closed in around him. Many noted that timing mattered as much as strength. One pause and the second crab could have disappeared underwater. If 2 crabs were hidden in the first holes he checked, how many larger ones waited deeper in the mangroves, just out of sight, beneath water that rises faster than anyone expects? On August 28, 2025, the YouTube channel Tfue released one of the most extreme undertakings ever featured on the platform. Once known primarily for competitive gaming, Tfue has reshaped his online identity into something far more physical. His channel is no longer centered on virtual victories, but on real-world challenges where preparation collides with unpredictability. Viewers follow not for spectacle alone, but to witness moments where control slips and consequences become real. This time, the challenge eclipsed anything before it. The location was the Caribbean. The objective was to chase Hurricane Erin, a rare Category 5 system, and attempt to surf conditions that almost no one would willingly enter. At peak intensity, Erin generated winds exceeding 100 miles per hour. Offshore data showed wave heights surpassing 30 feet, with powerful sets capable of destroying boards.
Bye, Katie, I love you. I'll see you Tuesday.
Jack, are you going to clickbait this storm?
Required for this one. Top 5, top 10 biggest storms we've seen for this area ever. Last I saw was 15 to 20 foot at the place we're going.
You know what? These are all the boards that we need right here. Skim boards, surfboards, body boards, foil boards, ironing boards, water boards in here.
This is the busiest channel in the county, and you anchor in it.
All right, Chad, 6 a.m. We're Key Largo, headed to Chub Cay to check in. Then from Chub Cay, we're going to Abaco. It's going to be a ride. We're crossing into the Caribbean Ocean. I don't even think it's a Caribbean Ocean. All right, Chad, we're checking in at Chub Cay right now. Beautiful little island in the middle of the Caribbean.
This was not a typical surf outing. It was a direct encounter with the ocean at its most violent. The journey began at Chub Cay, a small Bahamian island where the crew prepared their 43-foot boat and loaded every piece of equipment they might need. Surfboards, skimboards, and backup gear filled the deck. Nearby boaters refused to continue, warning that the seas were already too dangerous. Local captains advised turning back. Tfue and his team chose to push forward, committed to reaching the break they had targeted. The crossing was punishing. Massive swells struck the hull from multiple directions, throwing the boat violently side to side. Each impact rattled both equipment and nerves. At times, the pitch was so steep that cameras captured nothing but sky, then nothing but water. Navigation became a constant problem, forcing a detour of more than 150 miles around blocked channels. Every mile burned fuel at an alarming rate, costing thousands just to stay afloat. Hours later, they arrived at a remote reef break, rarely seen, let alone surfed. Waves thundered across the shallow coral shelf, stacking into steep, unstable walls of water. Getting into position was chaos. Sets rose between 20 and 30 feet, detonating across the reef. One mistimed movement could have ended everything. Yet within the danger, Tafui and his crew managed to drop into massive rides, towering faces and brief barrels that collapsed almost instantly. The footage captured something few surfers ever experience. A hurricane-driven ocean, momentarily navigated. The consequences followed immediately. One rider was slammed face first into his board, surfacing with blood streaming from his nose and clear signs of concussion. Another diver speared a lionfish and was struck by its venomous spines, leaving his hand swollen, numb, and barely functional. Despite the injuries, the crew continued. Some waves delivered near-perfect lines, clean drops and open barrels that released them just ahead of collapse. Others punished every mistake, driving bodies into reef and holding them under until lungs burned. Boards cracked. Wax mixed with blood. Muscles failed under relentless current and chop. By late afternoon, exhaustion was undeniable. Hands were blistered, eyes burned from salt, and bodies ached from repeated impacts. But the danger wasn't over.
Later.
Is he okay?
Rescue?
Get out of here. My face look alright?
Yeah, you're alright. Just got nosebleed.
Hold on tight.
We'll be alright. Lucky to get knocked the f*** out. Yeah, and I'm not paddling out here for that. It's big.
And upper half of my body went numb. And I couldn't feel my forehead or my face. I might be slightly concussed.
Well, I was drowned yesterday. You got almost knocked out and died today. These reefs are no joke out here. There's a dent in the board from his face. Kind of see it. See the wax?
My nose, my eye, and my head hurt so much.
Just take a nap, man.
There's a ton of lionfish.
I saw the lionfish.
Ow!
Stung me. Yeah. It came back on the pole. I didn't see it. Ow!
Get the fuck in the boat.
My finger hurts. Stung me and swam away. Got off the pole.
Scary out there, you see that?
No!
There's no lifeguard, 2 guys out.
Why? We run to forehead.
Chapo.
Oh!
Oh! Did your board break?
The kid got stung by a lionfish yesterday. Can barely paddle. Paddles out. Breaks his board, third wave. Not having a good time.
I'm leaving the Bahamas and there's still waves. We gotta run 500 miles home. Sucks.
Great. Engines off. Nice boat, mud dope. What are you doing out here, man? You have a pliers on board? I need a pliers, please. You need help or you got it? Right here, I catch a shark right here that's not like this big. I came right up. I jack him with my cutlass. Send him back. Big. Oh.
Is it hotter 2 or 3 times?
Cut the keys with on, buddy. Yeah, man. Take it easy.
Have a good day.
Yeah, man.
There's lightning. A lot of lightning.
My jacket?
Whoa!
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. That's all I gotta say. There's lightning everywhere. Andrew just came out that he was gay because he thinks we're gonna die.
Oh, damn! Oh my! I got it! I got it!
I mean, we've been on the boat all day getting our feet, but we finally made it back home, and we're all soggy and ready to go shower.
Captain Alex.
How do you feel?
Ready for a nap.
Ready for a nap too.
I'm ready for a nap for 3 days. My face still hurts.
We had to travel and traverse through the storms and trenches to get here, so. Katie got a cool split for the lightning, huh?
I did, yeah.
I'm calling a Uber.
15-foot swells still blocked their route home. Every mile back required absolute focus. One wrong angle into a braking set could have capsized the boat. Slowly and carefully, they navigated away from the storm. Eventually, the coastline appeared. Relief set in alongside disbelief. They had made it out. Surfing a hurricane is not simply rare, it borders on impossible. The logistics alone are overwhelming. A vessel capable of surviving the crossing, enough fuel to sustain detours, and navigation through storm-driven seas makes such an attempt unrealistic for most. The financial cost alone runs into the thousands, all for waves that may never form. Then there is the physical risk. Category 5 surf is not recreational. A 30-foot wave breaking over shallow reef can snap boards instantly. A single mistake can hold a surfer underwater long enough to cause serious injury. Harm isn't hypothetical, it's expected. The footage made that clear. A smashed face, a venomous sting, a body left disoriented from impact. Each moment highlighted how thin the margin was between survival and catastrophe. And yet, within that chaos, moments of beauty emerged. A wave opened into a clean barrel, releasing its rider just before collapse. Another drop carried speed across a face so tall it dwarfed the board beneath it. These seconds were brief, but they defined the mission. Proof that even within the planet's most violent storms, perfection can appear. By the end, Fui and his crew carried more than footage. They left with injuries, exhaustion, and experiences few others will ever know. Their survival spoke to skill and resilience, but also to a sobering truth. The distance between triumph and tragedy is razor thin. The Caribbean storm gave them everything at once: exhilaration, punishment, and perspective. It reminded them how small humans are against the ocean's power. The question remains, was it worth it? Would you risk injury, exhaustion, or worse for a single wave no one else might ever ride? For Tafue and his team, the answer was yes, and it became one of the most daring chapters ever recorded on their channel. On December the 1st, 2023, the YouTube channel Blacktip H released one of its most ambitious expeditions to date. Known for consistently pushing the limits of big game fishing, the channel has documented encounters with sharks, marlin, and swordfish that few anglers ever witness. This time, however, the objective was unlike anything they had attempted before. The team traveled to the Red Sea, off the coast of Aqaba, Jordan, working alongside local fishermen and guide Dr. Marwan. Their goal was to catch a Humboldt squid, one of the largest squid species on the planet, and then deploy it alive as bait to lure an even larger predator. With water depths dropping beyond 2,000 feet, this was more than a fishing trip. It was a high-risk experiment carried out in one of the most extreme marine environments on Earth. Preparation began early. Anchoring the boat was critical.
Tentacles and send them down.
Yeah, we need them as a bait.
We're in squid territory. 2,000 rotations. Squid on. Here we go. Big squid, big squid. We're burning up nice and slow as we bring his friends up. Stalling the reel out. You just know there's a battle going on down there. Like, he's getting chased by the other squid and they're gonna try to eat him. It's unbelievable. Oh, he's pulling hard. Look at that. I think someone's trying to eat him.
If it's quiet like this, yes.
We're getting close, 300 rotations.
Okay.
Nice and slow. I got a feeling he's got some friends with him, hey? I know a lot of you guys talk about the electric reels. You think this is cheating, and it is not. Especially for someone that just came out of surgery. This is a very efficient way. We're dropping down over 2,000 feet. There's a lot of water between us and the fish, and remember, it's pulling too. You're not just reeling up. Just reeling up the jig is a lot of work. All right, here we are within 100. Very close. Mono. 80 rotations away. 80 rotations. I see him. Hold on. Oh, that's a giant squid. Come on now. Wow. Look at that. Be very careful.
Send that back again. Hurry up.
What? This thing?
Yeah.
Here, I'll let you do that, right?
Here, I'll do it.
That's unbelievable. Giant squid. Whew. That is such a cool animal. Look at that thing. What a beast. All right, we're gonna send him down live. We're gonna try something crazy. Live giant squid. Poor swordfish. Dropping down nice and slow. This is crazy. I've never done this before. Here we go. Hey, calm down. Hey, calm down. Oh my gosh, dude, the big one's trying to get me. Look, he's trying to get me. He's like, what are you doing? Hey, stop biting. Hey, what are you doing?
He is killing the small one. Be careful.
Stop biting. Hey. Here we go. Live squid. Get off of him. Hey, stop biting.
Without a solid hold, wind and current would push them off position, making deep water fishing impossible. Using improvised methods, the crew secured the vessel, then rigged specialized squid jigs and powerful underwater lights. Green and multicolored beams cut through the water, designed to draw squid up from the darkness below. They explained the sheer scale of the challenge. Fishing at depths between 2,000 and 2,400 feet meant thousands of rotations on the reel just to move the line. Electric reels weren't optional, they were essential. Retrieving heavy jigs from that depth by hand would have been nearly impossible. Time dragged on. Arms tired. Lines disappeared into the black. Then resistance hit. The first squid took the jig. The reel strained as the animal fought upward. As it approached the surface, flashes of color appeared beneath the water. Reds, whites, and shimmering iridescence. A Humboldt squid emerged, pulsing and thrashing, its tentacles flaring with suction cups lined with sharp teeth. Even for experienced anglers, the sight was both captivating and unsettling. But the squid wasn't the end goal. Instead, the crew carefully lowered it back into the depths. Alive, it would now serve as bait. The tension on deck rose. Would anything take it? The response was immediate. A swordfish slammed the bait.
Good, good. Aha.
Oh, bigger fish, bigger one. You know, we're so used to dropping down live, all these stone baits and that. Live squid, rubber band, sucker hook, done. 2 for 2. Bigger fish, Marwan. It's a bigger one. I'll catch some more fresh squid. You can drop that down for swordfish.
Yeah.
Big sword.
I hope a good size, yes.
Big size. Open up. You might jump right now.
Okay.
Taking line. Taking line hard.
Oh, that's big.
Big.
That's
big.
big. That's big. You got it? You got it?
Yeah, we got him. We got him.
Nice, nice. The fight's still early.
Oh, yeah. Taking line hard. Taking line hard.
Oh, no, that's small one.
Yeah, that's small.
Yes. But very healthy. See how he jumped?
Yeah, he's taking line good. Look, he's taking line. Taking line.
He will jump again.
You're going to have to gap this one and this one.
First time I saw swordfish jumping twice.
Really?
Yeah, swear time.
Circle hooks make him jump more.
Josh make them crazy.
Rig, drop down a live squid again. If the swordfish are biting like this, I mean, we might have to come back out here again for giant squid, because if the swordfish are biting, we got to catch them. We're back in mono. Nice fish.
Yes. I got it.
Yeah. Oh, he's wrapped.
Wrapped only with a circle hook. Look.
Look at that. Perfect.
Yes. Oh, good size.
Come on, Marwan. Come on.
Yep. What happened to the tail?
Oh, he got hit by Mako. Look, he got bit. Right here. Wow.
Something follow him?
Someone tried to eat him. Look, there's bite marks all up and down here.
I told
no, there was
you.
a Mako shark.
Yes,
You're right.
Yes. He was very speedy and very powerful.
All right. You think there's a Mako around?
Yes,
Watch this.
yes.
Here we go. Ready? We don't have wire because it's at the hotel. So we just dropped down a head right there. See if he bites it. But this is, I guess, gonna feed Marwan's family.
Yes. That's a good food.
Very good food. Look at that.
Celebration.
The Mako shark was definitely chasing.
The rod bowed, the reel screamed, and controlled chaos erupted. Instructions flew. Maintain pressure. Let it run. Stay steady. The team worked in sync, gaining line when possible and bracing when the fish surged. The first fight ended with a juvenile swordfish brought aboard. Though not large, it confirmed the theory. Humboldt squid were effective bait. Even smaller swordfish attacked them without hesitation. But the action continued. Another strike followed, this time from a larger fish. It dove deep, then erupted from the surface in explosive jumps. Line vanished off the reel at astonishing speed. The battle dragged on, each surge testing both gear and endurance. When the fish finally came close, the crew noticed something alarming. Deep scars along its body. Clear bite marks suggested it had been attacked, likely by a Mako shark, before ever reaching the hook. By the end of the session, multiple swordfish had been landed. Each time the squid bait returned mangled, tentacles missing, eyes gone, flesh torn apart. The message was unmistakable. Far below, unseen predators were feeding relentlessly, leaving only fragments behind. The expedition exposed the brutal hierarchy of the deep ocean. Humboldt squid, formidable predators themselves, became prey the moment they were sent back alive. Swordfish, fast and powerful, eagerly consumed them. Yet even swordfish bore scars, proof that they too are hunted. With depths exceeding 2,000 feet, the Red Sea remains largely unexplored. The injuries on the swordfish and the destroyed squid pointed to constant conflict below, battles happening beyond visibility, beyond reach. What surfaced was only a fraction of what truly occurs in those waters. Using live squid was experimental, but it offered a rare look into predator-prey dynamics in their natural setting. It revealed a raw chain of survival few people ever see, captured moment by moment. By nightfall, the expedition ended with swordfish landed and squid baits reduced to remnants. The evidence told a clear story. Humboldt squid are irresistible prey. Swordfish are aggressive hunters, and even they are marked by larger threats lurking deeper. The trip left lingering questions. If young swordfish can overpower massive squid, what kind of giants patrol even farther down? What predators leave scars on such capable hunters? And what would happen if the hook connected not with a swordfish, but with another squid, larger, stronger, and still hidden in the dark? For Blacktip H, this wasn't just fishing. It was a reminder that the ocean's mysteries remain vast, and that every expedition reveals only a glimpse of the struggle unfolding beneath the surface. On September 9th, 2023, the team from Brave Wilderness, led by Coyote Peterson, embarked on one of their most hazardous expeditions to date. For longtime viewers, Brave Wilderness has never shied away from danger. From venom tests to close-range encounters with some of the world's most lethal animals, the channel is built on placing humans face-to-face with wildlife in ways that are informative, real, and often extreme. Their journey into Australia's Northern Territory followed that same philosophy. Their destination was the Adelaide River, an infamous waterway known globally for its dense population of saltwater crocodiles. These are not merely large reptiles. They are apex predators, capable of explosive bursts of speed and overwhelming force. The objective was twofold: search for a legendary crocodile known as Dominator, and examine a chilling question: could a human ever swim across this river and survive? With guidance from local crocodile experts, the crew began their search. Sightings came quickly. Smaller crocodiles appeared near the banks, slipping effortlessly from mud into water.
Oh, we got another little crocodile here. Oh, that's a tiny one.
Yeah, super high. There you go.
Tiny crocodiles can fly. Yeah, there he is. He's gonna launch for it. Oh, here comes a big boy. That's Sneaky.
So we've just come up on a crocodile named Sneaky, who's famous for going beneath the surface, blowing bubbles, concealing himself, and then he springs out of the water. You see him?
He's right below us.
Oh, cool.
He's under the boat. He's going under the boat. Here he comes. Oh, there he is. Whoa, my God, it's huge. Holy mackerel, that is a big crocodile. Wow. That's the biggest saltwater crocodile I've ever seen. What a beast.
Even at these sizes, their movements were sudden and violent, showing how easily prey could be overtaken in seconds. Larger crocodiles soon followed. Massive saltwater crocodiles surged toward bait suspended from the boat, jaws snapping shut with a thunderous crack that echoed across the river. The guides explained that the Adelaide River stretches roughly 200 meters, about 700 feet, across. No human swimmer could cross it fast enough. For every crocodile visible on the surface, several more remained hidden below. The most striking moment came with the appearance of a colossal crocodile locals refer to as Sneaky. Estimated to be close to 18 feet long and weighing over 1,500 pounds, the animal surfaced beside the boat without warning, its size dwarfing everything nearby. Moments later, it lunged, demonstrating the raw violence these predators are capable of. With a bite force exceeding 3,500 pounds per square inch, Sneaky embodied the deadly efficiency of the species. Saltwater crocodiles are apex predators shaped by more than 200 million years of evolution. They strike with incredible speed, can remain submerged for over an hour, and disappear silently into murky water. Crossing the Adelaide River offers virtually no chance of survival. It's not the crocodile you see that poses the greatest threat. It's the ones you never notice.
Pretty much zero. And the ultimate warning there is that you would never want to enter any environment where saltwater crocodiles are present. But there is one place in Australia where you can safely get into the water with them.
In 2019, while filming our Animal Planet series Brave the Wild, the team and I visited the only place in Australia where you can safely enter the water with salties, Crocosaurus Cove. We nabbed some amazing shots and produced an episode for YouTube titled Surviving a Cage of Death. So being back in Darwin, we had to visit a second time. And you know it's better.
Although the team never located the legendary Dominator, the encounters with Sneaky and others made the reality undeniable. The Adelaide River is no place for humans to test their limits. Not all encounters, however, take place in the wild. In Darwin, one controlled environment allows people to experience these animals up close: Crocosaurus Cove. Here, Coyote Peterson and even young fans of Brave Wilderness entered the Cage of Death, a reinforced glass enclosure lowered directly into crocodile-filled water. Inside the cage, the experience was surreal. Standing inches away from jaws capable of crushing bone, the team felt a mix of awe and unease. Though the glass provided protection, the presence of the crocodiles erased any sense of comfort. Meeting them eye to eye reinforced the reality that saltwater crocodiles are living remnants of prehistory, creatures that have dominated waterways for millions of years with little need to evolve. The footage highlighted not only their physical power, but also their patience. Crocodiles are ambush predators, able to remain motionless for hours before striking with exact precision. It is this blend of stealth and strength that makes them so dangerous. The expedition delivered a sobering reminder. In places like the Adelaide River, humans are not at the top of the food chain. Entering that water means stepping into territory ruled by predators perfected by evolution, where survival depends on moments measured in fractions of a second. The question lingers: would you be willing to meet a saltwater crocodile eye to eye, even from behind a barrier, knowing that in the wild, a single mistake leaves no room for escape? For Coyote Peterson and the Brave Wilderness team, the answer was yes, because their mission has always been to bring people closer to nature, even when nature stares back with ancient, unblinking eyes. That's it for tonight. Which moment creeped you out the most? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story? Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.